Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Heroes, something about the tree of something, world tree savior or something. The story so far, you can see that on the right. I will be putting these in the description for those of you who, I don't know, missed a video or something. But the monsters attacking Arba have been beaten back, but other towns and cities may still be in danger. Make your way west to Caliburgh, home of the Institute of Ingenuity, and assess the situation there. Indeedly. We're done in camp. I have saved in the previous video, I have purchased equipment in the previous video, and we have talked to everyone here, which we will not do henceforth. At least on this place, I guess. I'm not entirely sure about that. But either way, we will walk out here, and this man will tell us things. We're about to head into monster-infested territory, Captain. I trust you've made the necessary preparations. Are you ready to head out? Yes, we are, because we need to progress the game. This is not Camp Simulator, this is Dynasty Warrior, not Dynasty, well it's Dragon Warriors Heroes, something. I don't know what I called it when I opened the video, but it's Dragon Quest Heroes. I hope I didn't call it Dynasty Warriors Heroes, because that would just be awkward, even though that's technically what it is. The gates of Caliburgh are within sight at last. They smoke, ya dongo. Well, I suppose I could just be chimneys and stuff, but either way, there are monsters! Maybe they do want to say hello. What do you know? So, there's a portal. They will talk about it momentarily. Also, it explains evac, which is a spell from Dragon Quest. Basically allows you to leave a dungeon. In this case, it allows you to leave an area, a quest, or whatever you want to call these, a location. You don't lose anything, as mentioned there. So if you're having some trouble with an area, or if you're just grinding for experience or whatever, you can just cast evac whenever you're in danger or want to leave.
Could that be? It is! One of the nightmares that appeared after we defeated the dragon.
Indeed.
Good eye, boy. And yet, it does seem somewhat different from the one we encountered in Arba.
You're right. It looks like that monster's guarding it.
Wait, if we could... Yes, of course! Come, we must defeat this creature!
Indeed, you can see by his health bar that he is an important character, or enemy, or mob, or whatever. If you kill him, we'll close that, which you've probably... Ow. Which you've probably already figured out, unless you're really dense, which... What did I unlock? I unlocked, yes, Frost Slash. Let's slow that show down. There you go. It has a percentage chance to freeze enemies upon contact, so...
No way! That weird portal thingy disappeared when you beat that monster.
No, you killed it, Aurora.
And their numbers no longer increase. It is as I thought. That creature was summoning them here.
Indeed.
That has to be it. Okay, let's look around and make sure there aren't any more like it nearby.
So the reason I recommend you get the weapon is because it allows you to do this. It one-shots blue slimes, or regular slimes, considering the orange ones are she slimes, whatever. These guys are weird, they do that. They don't always charge forward, but they're very fast and they will continue tracking you when they do that. It's quite odd. Suddenly you just got dudes coming up behind you at like Mach 6 or whatever these guys travel at. There is one thing that I wish they would do in these kinds of games, is actually make your companions more active. Very frequently they'll just kind of sit there. Of course later on when there's a lot of stuff happening and a lot of enemies everywhere, it becomes a lot less apparent and they do actually become a little bit more active. But for missions, particularly like this one, you'll see them just kind of standing around or guarding a bunch of times to a single slime that's not going to do anything. It is a thing. It is a thing that is in all of these games, to be honest, but hey, that's going to miss. I don't think it did, actually. Of course, sometimes when they do actually act, they do combos, which is not a thing that they do in the Dynasty Warriors games very frequently. Especially the older ones. A lot of the older Dynasty Warriors games, they wouldn't do their combos. They would attack once or twice and then they would just kind of stand there, but they do actually do their combos when they get into combat. There's no reason to pick this stuff up. I believe it'll be there in the end. Could be mistaken, but... Enemies, you say? There's not necessarily any reason to kill all of these enemies, except for if you need the drops they give or the experience, but since it is an early level, and the experience obviously is quite nice to have, we may as well fight them. Let's watch him fight this she slime. Good job. What about you? Can you do it? Nice dodge. Nice block. Good block. Good block. There he goes. You see what I mean? They're a little bit passive, to say the least. Which I wish they weren't. It would make a lot of these missions a lot easier. There is also no way to control them that I am aware of. I want to fight these dudes. Fulfill my tension bar, which is the purple bar next to my health, or my character icon. There you go. I do not want to go into high attention mode at the moment because we're far too far away from the enemies, so... Go over here. Actually, we can pop it now.
Here we go!
There you go. High tension. You'll be totally immune to damage, and that's just for starters. Your attack power is increased, all status ailments will be cured instantly, and you move faster. Also, you don't spend MP. Basically, you're horribly overpowered. You can mid-air dodge, you can double jump, you have infinite MP and HP, and you can do a coup de grace. It's not a coup, by the way, I know it's a coup. But, whatever. We're gonna do this.
This ends right now.
It's probably not gonna end right now, because she doesn't do quite enough damage to one-shot stuff. She one-shots these. Oh no, she did one-shot it. Well, there you go. I'm surprised I actually hit that. Now, if you take too long, a golem will spawn out of that portal.
That looks like the last of the Moor Keepers.
I want this chest, though, before we end this mission, preferably.
Indeed. All that remains now is for us to mop up the remaining monsters.
I got a mini medal! And the monsters are beginning to flee. This is a thing that happens after you've basically completed the objectives, or if you've killed basically everything on the map, the remaining enemies will just leave. It's quite nice, actually.
Phew! We did it!
You lose out on a bit of XP, but I mean, like, 5 to 10 monsters in this isn't very much experience, so I'd rather not have to hunt them down, and I'd rather they just flee like that. Let's get inside and make sure everyone's okay. Acting without a carefully considered plan will aid us little, and unfortunately Doric agrees with him, so more haste, less speed. We will return to camp. As mentioned, these are one mission or one quest or whatever per video. Some of the later ones are probably going to be fairly long, but for now, they are going to be quite short, as demonstrated by this video. Monsters were practically pouring out of them. They're called night malls. Or portals, if you prefer. The tales of my royal forebears warn, when night malls cross the realm do rise, the light doth fade and fading dies. The dark gate's keepers summon seas of mindless monsters, souls deceased. Hey, poetry.
What?
What? She says that a lot too. They have these little, like, basically one-word or two-word quips that they have on the non-voice acted dialogue, so you'll hear them repeated a lot, unfortunately. Mostly ah and what, to be honest. As an ancient legend, and the lines between truth and myth are blurred with the passing of time. Indeed. We must make haste. By presumably going to the shop. Actually, we're probably not going to shop. I can get a new shield for her, but I don't think that's a particularly grave matter, so we'll just pass on that. We'll save our gold or whatever currency Dragon Quest uses. I don't actually know. We'll save our G's for future purchases because we will need a whole lot of them, to be honest. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.